Hello everyone, welcome back to Rust Runes. We have the turquoise colored cloth to indicate communication, which we do through the runes. We have the yellow strip for the physical plane because things need to grow in the sunshine. We have red for the emotional mental plane because we think with our heart, and heart is usually red. And then we have the white, the spiritual plane. My bag is black because it indicates the thunder beings, as if you would, in the mountains where I love to go and hike and do all the things. I've had lots of spiritual awakenings there, so there you go. A little background on my colors. So we are warming up the runes so that they get synced to me and I get synced to them. Like always, I use the Elder runes, which are 24 pieces. The younger set is 16. 16 is typically used with the Vikings, the Scandinavian countries. Elders, that's more the Germanic people. So my ancestors would have used these 16 runes because they're from Denmark. And then my German side, that went into the Netherlands, etc. They were probably a little Viking themselves, but they were Germanic, and so that's 24 runes. So we'll start with the 24, and then we'll break out the ones that don't apply to the 16, and we'll do another reading with what's left from there. Okay. Ancestors, elders, what would you like us to know tonight? What is our divine message, please? Casting. Okay. They do not stay on the board. If they are not visible, they go back into the bag. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, we have two F's, so we have one F going up and one F going, oops, they are slippery, sorry. I think I put a little lotion on my hands and they're just flying out. Let's try that again. One pointing up, the feathered of the F, and one pointing down. Feather up is the first rune, Fehu, so that is about wealth and prosperity, and the F with the fringes pointing down is Odin's rune, and that's on Zeus, rune number 4. Okay. Thor's hammer is 3. Okay. We're going to kind of put them in rough estimate here. Oh, we got a sequence there. Yep, we got a running sequence. Move these over. Okay, wow, we've got a great running sequence. Let's put my block underneath. So we don't have any vertical message tonight, so it's all on the spiritual plane. We just had the 11/11 portal last night, which is November. The month is 11 and the day is 11, so 11/11 portal. A lot of people will manifest and do some spiritual uploads during that time, but we do not have anything with 3 runes vertically. So the divine message is on the spiritual plane. The only one we are missing is Berkano. Okay, so we have target, clear, direction, victory, clarity, The cautionary tale on this rune is beware of envy, malice, or revenge, because that will knock you back up to these planes. We have balance, kind of the yin and the yang. So this one is thinking with your heart. This one's thinking more with your mind. This is Iwaz. This is the horse. So we're looking at boundaries and freedom, and we're looking at spiritual connection, thinking with our heart. So this is friendship, loyalty, trust. Sometimes we have to establish boundaries so that we can have freedom. Whereas this rune is about thinking with our mind. So this is more idealism, autonomy. It's more the mental processes, more the legal, the victory, but really looking out for your community. And then we have go with the flow. This is Lagus. This is all about your psychic abilities and balancing things out, being introspective. Then we go into the hearth. This is sort of the cocoon womb part, if you think of the triangle being the cocoon. So there's fertility here, there's shelter, prosperity, luck. Dagus, this is day. So this is coming into a new cycle, could mean fortune. It's a new beginning, there's change, sort of the light at the end of the tunnel. This looks a lot like a butterfly. You are emerging. And of course, this is Othala. This is the 24th rune, meaning master of the house. So you have followed the ancestors' advice. You have home, assets, inheritance, family traditions you've learned from the past. This is good luck. You have arrived, 24th rune. Let's go ahead and read the other runes while we're here. So we have Fehu, this is wealth. Just beware of fraud. Sometimes you have to break out of stagnation. This is Thor's hammer. Just be careful with your strategy. Make good calculations, because it could weaken you otherwise. Sometimes you got to break the rules, break out of stagnation. This is Zeus. This is Odin's rune. So this is all about friendship, wisdom. This is the communication rune. Cautionary tale on this one, because it's kind of related to this F in a way, is beware debts and temptations. So this was where you don't get caught up into fraud with your wealth, and this is beware of debts. Okay. This rune is Iwaz. This is the yew tree. This is letting go. There might be new ways, new things that you need to do. Could be obtained through silence. You might be clairvoyant or have a strong intuition. This is all about the magic and the mystery of life. Okay, now the divine message. Stay on target, think with your mind and think with your heart and your mind. Sometimes you need to just go with the flow. You will have fruition, prosperity, if you yield yourself from outside distractions. You'll begin a new cycle, which is living in the master's house, having followed all of the ancestral directions, and you're living the good life because you've learned from the past. Let's take a look at the runes from the younger perspective. So most of the runes will stay, except here on the spiritual plane. The horse one, thinking with your heart, will go away. We will also take out the cocoon, which is all about prosperity, luck, the hearth. We will take out the day and new cycle and fortune. And we will take out the master's house, which is having arrived, following the ancestors' advice. Okay. So that equals the playing field out quite a bit. Out of the 8 runes that come out of the younger set, 4 of them are out of this message tonight. So now we have 3, 1, 3. So balanced in the physical plane and the spiritual plane. So what is the message here? Be sure that you take care of your wealth. Beware of fraud. Sometimes you have to break out in order to make things go. To gain wealth, sometimes you really have to use your communication skills and be wise about things. Really communicate, have friendships. Just beware of debts and temptations. Sometimes you need to let go of the past and become aware of new ways of being. Sometimes that involves your intuition or clairvoyance to get good orderly direction so that you can hit the target. Just always be aware of your community. Think with your mind. What's best for everyone. And more importantly, go with the flow. And when you're a Viking or a Danish ancestors, flow is very important because that is how you got your wealth. You traded, you raided, and so water was very important. That was the means of transportation. So going with the flow, finding balance, having spirituality, was very important when they set sail. So going with the flow, the water rune, critical for those Scandinavian relatives. So that's our message tonight. Thanks for joining in. Take a look at the runes. What spoke to you? What do you need to work on? What was the divine message for yourself? Runes are from the past, but they can also be for the future. So think of what that means today. The ancestors had a way of looking at these runes, and we can too. So take care. We'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.